All right, I know you're gonna have a lot of questions. This is a super fun deck. We're gonna show you guys the deck list real quick, so you guys can just ask me the questions in the comments, and I'll answer every single one of you. So here we go. We got the standard 12. Okay, your rank 4 engine. Your Minerva allows you to get into your Michael, and your Raiden, it's just better to have it. So that's it. That's your standard lineup. You got your Punishment Dragon. This is the going first build. Super simple. Alright, Honorary Lightsworn. You got your Magnemite, Hand Trap, Hand Switches, your starter if you lose dice roll. Also can search your Spice, your Safer. This is really nice because it works with a couple other cards in the deck, and you can shuffle back your entire deck, which you will be milling quite frequently. Just play the build. If you guys are questioning it, just play the build. You got 3 Gizmech. This is going to be basically a guaranteed level 8 body every turn. And then they're also going to probably want to deal with it before you're able to use its effect on your turn. If that ever comes up, it's just nice that it does. You got your 3 Ash Blossom, and that's it for monsters. Just because Ash hits everything, and honestly, you could probably play like one of each different hand trap if you want, because you recycle this deck so often and you shuffle it back so often. You can also put the shufflers in the main if you want, and that also helps because you also draw quite a bit with this deck. So that's it for the monsters. 48 card deck that plays grass. Why? Because milling 5, all your combos, you're gonna waste all your energy, all your bodies on field, all your monsters to mill 5. All the main combos, all the main monsters mill 5. So if you're just using a grass to mill 5, it's nice. It's Ash bait, and so like if it doesn't go through, no big whoop. Plus you shuffle your shit back so often that you can always use it. You can always reuse it in later game. It's funny. This whole deck is just recyclable. Foolish. It's anything you need at any time. This is also the Spice you're going first. This is the going first build. So this is also real nice just to recycle Lightsworns that you have in your hand. You can do it once per turn. If you guys don't know what this card does, test it out. Look into it. There we go. We'll try and focus it. Very shiny. And the shine counters also, like, protecting your cards, making all your Lightsworn cards indestructible is really nice because it also protects itself. So you play 2. I wouldn't play 3. Yeah, that's it. Also, when you mill this with a Minerva, it counts as a Lightsworn card because it has it in the name. So you do get a draw off this, unlike your recharges and your charge. Recharges down to 2 just because sometimes with this build, you're not going to want to. Also with Weiss, like Wolves and Felice aren't bricks really in this deck anymore. And there's so much draw power that, yeah, you don't really need it. And when you're top decking, you never want to top deck this in late game. So that's why. Next up, Left Arm Offering. Honestly, you don't even have to search your grass. You could search a charge. And you can also search one of your 3 Pot of Desires, which is actually hilarious. Because, yeah, you could just recycle your hands. And if you left arm with your Necrophase, you can rip 5 off the top of your opponent and see what they're playing. I like to do that too, just to banish 5 cards from the top of their deck. Also, it helps late game. You could deck people out. I don't know, just lots of, and it's a level 4 too, so if you have to normal summon it, make a rank 4. The more Spice, because you're going first. Your Lost Winds, if you guys don't know what this does. Like, this card should be more popular, It recycles itself. It's very good for mill decks. I don't know what's going on with the focus. But yeah. Also, this is kind of better than Electromagnetic Turtle, at least I think so for the time being. Most people don't know what this does. Yeah, just look into it. Test this deck. It's very fun. I don't know what the focusing is wanting to doing. I'm trying to get it so you guys can read, but it's what it is. Yeah. And the last spice, I notice a lot of people only play 1, and I was only playing 1. But once I stepped it up to 3, having this every game, every turn, is unreal. It kind of, you can't really set when you use this, but if you're using this, or if you have access to this, either one of them, it's a good turn. So you don't need both. Yeah. So that's that for the main deck. 48 cards. It's clean, very clean. Any questions, ask in the comments. Next up, we'll just go to the side. You got your JD right here, going second, just to mop up fields. Raikou, problematic monsters. What this does is normal summon. You can banish LIGHTSWORN from your hand or graveyard to banish 1 card on the field, non-targeting. So that's that. Back row, time, grave, like shufflers, and this is what you swap in going second. Also, once you know what your opponent's playing, you swap those in going first. And that's it. 15 for the side. And last but not least, your extra deck. You're gonna make this every turn. I'll show you. You guys make this first, then you make this. You try and draw into a hand trap, and you try and set your Aegis with these two. If you get access into a Gizmek, you can also, going first, overlay into that, and you can still have at least one within the Aegis. You get a spell trap, Omni Negate, get a shuffler in the grave, whatever it is, you're trying to do different things, right? So you get set up all around. So it kind of stuns your opponent. They don't know really what you're going. And you try and draw into an Ash. If you don't mill one, they won't assume you have an Ash. So you got the hand trap spell, like it's pretty nice. So yeah, that's how you start. Your other synchros, you got your Michael, like I said. You honestly want Michael to get all your LIGHTSWORNs back from your graves, because your punishment will shuffle everything else, but this will shuffle all your LIGHTSWORNs. Plus the banish, it's removal. It's just nice. Your Omega is real nice because you can judge Punishment Dragon, add it back just to remake it, rip another card, and then there's 2 cards from your opponent's hand without using another extra deck spot for, what is it, the spatter. And then your Chaos Angel. Chaos Angel is real nice, but with the low Bestials, you don't make it that often. So you could up your Bestials just to see it more frequently. Just for sync, you got your Minerva, your Baguska. I'm using low rarity too, just to show you guys how cheap this deck is. This deck is super cheap, super fun. Obviously, there's no SP Lil Knight in this deck, but once you get a cheap copy of that, throw that in. Tornado Dragon. DECKLIST. You could put an Abyss Dweller. Actually, yeah, I don't know why. The Abyss Dweller would probably be one of these. You could side deck. But yeah, so going second. You got this package, which is very nice. If you guys don't know what you do, 2 level 8s, which you can play through everything and still make, like, you can either make a Minerva, this, you can get your Punishment Dragon on board, and then you get in a Gizmek Orochi, and you just make this to, what is it, that, with this detached, then you detach this, you attack for game. If you guys don't know the combo, test it out. Last but not least, for XYZs, going first, if D shift or you, anything, is very easy to make a rank 4. So you just make the rank 4, turn, whatever their field is, attack, boom, right? Very nice. And then going first, so with your extra bodies, you just make an IP, get them out of the way, because you want your 4s and 8s to make your links and your synchros. But to get them out of the way, you make an IP, so then you do have further interruption. And then also going into turn 3, you just go into your access code. And that's it. That's the deck. Hope you guys liked it. I made it nice and quick for you guys this time. Just because more questions, you could just ask me in the comments and I'll fill them in for you guys instead of just ranting. Giving you guys information you're probably not even asking for it. So that's it. That's the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Deuces.